Greetings everyone and welcome to a new first stage for the channel, where today we're going to be checking out Dungeon Exiles, which has recently released only 3 days ago as of this recording on the 8th of August. Developed by Gronkins, also published by them, but I was just randomly browsing games on Steam and this caught my fancy, so I thought, why not bring you along for the ride as I jump in and play it for the first time. What is Dungeon Exiles? It is an Autobattler roguelike set in a dark fantasy world. So, along the lines of, we don't directly control the combat, we just make tactical decisions outside of combat. What kind of gear to equip, how to spend level ups, what kind of skills will be gained by our character, and then we just watch and hope that they defeat everything that they're thrown up against. Pretty standard fare for this kind of game, but it is always easier to show rather than describe, so we're going to go ahead and jump straight in. But if by the end of this video you decide you like what you saw and you want to see more, you can always let me, and more importantly St. Algorithmus, know with those beautiful buttons down below. Also, as of this recording, the game is currently on a 15% off sale on Steam, so you can find links down below on where you can pick this up, possibly for a bit of a discount. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and click play. Now, as far as I am aware, there are in fact 3 different character classes, and it looks like there may be, are they different skins? Oh, they're different skins. I was wondering if they were like subclasses or something. So we've got a warrior, and I believe from the blurb on Steam there is a rogue and there is also a wizard. Those silhouettes definitely line up with that. We've also got difficulty levels over here. It looks like we have to unlock each one in sequence. But we only have the warrior open to us right now. A valiant fighter, the warrior wields a mighty sword and durable armor to withstand the tides of darkness. Furthest floor reached 0.5, so there are 5 total floors. Attacks per second, 0.65, critical strike chance, 5%, critical strike multiplier, 150%, and starting gold, 100. I like gold. Ability, Sunder. It's a melee, level 1 of 5. Okay, so each ability can be leveled up themselves. Ability delay, 2.5 seconds, mana cost, cooldown, 20% chance to inflict vulnerable. Auto cast when off cooldown. That's good to know. Well, I mean, I imagine there's quite a lot of things that are going to be auto cast because that's the nature of an auto battler. The detail is in the name, I suppose. Strike your targeting 8 to 10 physical damage. I do like it when games give me all of the information. I like numbers, okay? Numbers are good. Never hide the numbers. Unless, of course, the whole mechanic of the game is that you can't see the numbers and it's meant to be vague. Okay, I'll give a buy to the games where it's specifically built around that, but if not, I just like seeing the numbers, even if they're only going up by a little bit. It makes me feel happy. Battle hardened, plus 10 to armor, strength 1 per level, dexterity 0.4 per level, and intelligence 0.2 per level. Ah, okay, so these are the way I'm going to level up. Maximum energy shield, we've got maximum health, maximum mana, 41.3 per second, 48 per level. Oh, this is the regen. Okay, very nice, very nice. And our basic tank damage. Okay, well, there's nothing else for us to do, so let's go ahead and just click on confirm. Now entering the Fallen Gate of Azamar, the seat of the noble. Oh my god, this map is gigantic. Okay, I wasn't quite prepared for that. This is a little bit overwhelming, I'm not going to lie. Reroll dice. Force the hand of fate to reroll an option. Gold. Okay, we've got lots of things down here. Resolve. What's that? Represents your mental willpower and resilience against the darkness. Lose all of it and your run is over. We've got toggle map. Okay, that doesn't really do anything here. We've got in the shadows a powerful adversary. Okay, so mini bosses, major bosses, rest site, the dancing light against the dark. I'm now getting like visions of Firelink Shrine. We've got chests, we've got events, we've got a cache amidst the encroaching darkness, plus 1 enemy modifier, enemies drop more gold. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. Shadow's Path to reveal a merchant's refuge, a clash amidst the encroaching darkness, plus 1 enemy modifier, enemies drop more experience. Ooh, it's a shame they're not on the same path. I am one of those people who will always try to prioritize gaining experience as the chief goal. Then it's probably mini bosses, honestly, but they are also on a different path. Have we got one down here at all? We do not. And the only shop is late in the line down there. That kind of sucks, if I'm perfectly honest. We would get an opportunity to rest at quite a lot of at fire shrines down there and a treasure, but I'm thinking we are probably... I don't need to hit 2 shops on this route. That just seems silly. We're probably going to go down here, going to grab a little bit of extra gold, and then duck up here. Ooh, we would miss that, though. But we would have the opportunity to visit a shop a bit later in the level and still hit a mini-boss. And then we could visit a rest site at the very end. Okay. Character sheet, we can have a look at this. Critical strike chance, multiplier, okay. So defense, actually quite a lot of information here. Physical damage reduction from armor. Damage reduced on blocked hits, on parried hits. Okay, so that's different. Misc, increased physical attack damage per strength. Attack speed and mana regeneration per intelligence. Alright, that's all actually pretty cool. We've got our skill book. Battle hardened, and then we've got no traits, spells and abilities. Okay, that's well, I guess it does make sense that this would be classed as a spell because it does have a mana cost after all. My food pouch. Is this going to be like Hand of Fate? Am I going to have to eat with each tile? Because if not, I'm already starving. Or rather, if so, I'm already starving. If not, I have no idea. No equipment so far. Okay, well, that all looks fairly good. We've got our course of action, but I'm going to start up there because it'll give me a little bit more of a choice. I always like having more choice than less. Prepare for battle. You can switch and toggle your abilities during this time. Hint, you can click an ability to toggle it on or off. Okay, so I do have a little bit of agency. Note your abilities activate from left to right. Okay, duly noted. And, are the food like potions then? Do I just automatically use food? Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look at you. Guarded buff has increased the block chance and the block amounts. Very well. Can I turn the map? Oh, I can turn the map on while I'm in here. Okay. Now, will I get full health restored after a battle? That is a big question. But we're going to continue on. Yes, we do. What a divine shrine. Perhaps it could bestow me with a blessing. Perhaps. Pray for power. Okay, so that would give... requires 5 resolve. Kneel before the statue and pray for some extra power to help you strike against your enemies. Extra recovery to help you in prolonged battles. Pray for resistance or ignore the shrine. I like the idea of recovery. Would this give us perhaps some health recovery? As you pray before the statue, you feel a warmth as the blessing surges through you. Gain blessing of regeneration for 3 combats. Okay, well, that sounds pretty amazing. Let's have a look at spells and abilities. Will this be covered in there? No, it will not. Will be on my character sheet then. Let's see. Anything in here? Nope. Nothing there right now. Will it be my skill book? Passive traits? No. Okay, so that doesn't actually show up anyway. I just have to remember it. Not super a fan of that one, I must confess, but oh well. Right, onwards to get some more experience. Okay, so I don't have to remember it. It is actually shown as a buff. I suppose I shouldn't have been too surprised by that one. Additional health, mana, and energy regeneration rate. Is that reflected in here, though? Does not yet show me. No, it isn't showing that up at all, sadly. Alright, let's have a look at our adversary. Grants more experience, has increased attack speed, and has additional fire damage to attacks and increases chance to ignite. Not a big fan of that, I must confess, but oh well. Okay, so are we actually igniting? No, we're just taking some additional fire damage. But that's okay. Oh no, now we're ignited. Taking fire damage over time. Not a huge fan. There we go. But that actually almost brought us up to a level. Treasure. I can choose one thing out of one thing. It's not really a choice then, is it? Bread. Common. Number of uses. 1 in combat. Left click to use. Restore 25% of health in combat. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Big fan. Alright, onwards. We've got our path ahead. I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. I need to get out of here before the darkness closes in. Okay. Face the darkness. You could confront whatever is lurking in the darkness. However, if this is more than just your fears, you could find yourself in danger. Find the source of the shadows. You feel like there is definitely something unnatural about these shadows, and you want to know what. It could provide you with some insight, but it could invite risk. Or find your way back. I'm guessing danger would be loss of... well, maybe just a tough fight? I'm going to try and find the source of the shadows. You rack your mind trying to find the source of these things, but in your search you find yourself face to face with a shadowy apparition, leaving you panting and fearful. Game shaken for 3 combats. Oh, that wasn't great, was it? Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, an ancient forge that's been long forgotten. I could upgrade my items. It's a shame that this moves so slowly. Upgrade 1 item. Do I even have any? Upgrade 2 items. Upgrade 3 items. Do I have an... Does my food count as... I can't imagine my food counts as an item. I'm going to assume that it does not. I'm just going to move on. Decided it's better to just keep moving. I'm not going to use up my my resolve on something I don't know if I'm going to get anything back out of. Right, has reduced mana regeneration. That's not as bad, honestly. Evasive. Has increased dodge chance. Focusing fire. Ability delay 2.5 seconds, so pretty much the same as mine. Greatly increase your attack speed for a few seconds. 100% increased attack speed for 3 seconds. Okay. Well, hopefully we're going to get a level up out of this. Oh, wow, that actually did massively increase your attack speed. Thinking about it, this is not great. We've got a lot of health to beat our way through. I'm going to go ahead and use my bread straight away. We're still actually on the ropes here. Oh, that was not nice. Not nice at all. Heavy strikes. Okay, so we can go with the Berserker. Synergy bonuses. Current synergy bonus is 0. Okay, but it can go up, increasing attack speed, critical strike chance, attack speed. This would give me 14% increased attack damage and plus 6% critical strike, or I can go champion. 12% increased attack damage and 12% increased maximum mana. The synergies with this, 10% increased maximum mana, gain 0.8% maximum overguard after casting a spell or ability, 8% increased cooldown recovery rate, okay, so it's more on the mana side of things, and the Vanguard, 12% chance to block attacks, and 12% increased armor. And the synergy bonus, 10% chance to block attacks, reflects 3 physical damage to attacker when hit. Ooh. Restore 2% maximum health on block. Okay, I already like this one. Yeah, we're going to go with the Vanguard. Sure, I'll take that. Select a new extra ability or upgrade an old one. Let's go for a new ability. So choose an ability. I can have Devastate. Mana cost is 15. Cooldown is 8 seconds. Strike your target, dealing 11 to 14 physical damage. Deals 140% of physical attack damage. I can go with Shred Armor. Strike your target, dealing 7 to 9 physical damage and reducing their armor by 20% for 4 seconds. Or Protection from Elements. Cast an aura that grants increased elemental resistance. 16% to all elemental resistances and 16% nature resistance and 16% shadow resistance. Reserves 30% of my mana. The cooldown is every second. Well, we've already faced one enemy that had fire attacks. But I kind of feel like I just want to deal a lot more damage. So we're going to go with Devastate. Alright. Onwards to get some more cash. Now, we've only got 68 health and you've got a lot more. Oh, man. Torchbearer has additional fire. I should have gone for the elements. I knew I should have. Has increased critical strike chance and has increased dodge chance. Drops more gold. Well, okay. Well, let's hope that all of these extra abilities allow me to do a hell of a lot more damage much faster. Okay, we've already pulled you down over 40 points. That's good. And we've got this little bit of regen buff that is actually helping me out right now. It's keeping me up there, certainly. But we're about to lose it, unfortunately. And we're going to lose it at... Oh, that was getting close. Disapprove. Regenerate 3% of maximum health per second for 10 seconds. Oh, thank you very, very much indeed. That is exactly what we needed. Right, now we have to make a decision. Do I want to go on to deal with a mini-boss, or do I feel that maybe I'm not at that point yet? I really, really want to, though. Very well. Right, we've got one more turn of this debuff. You have extra elemental resistance and nature resist. I don't think that's really going to help you here, though. We should be able to get through you fairly quickly. You're a level 2 skeleton soldier with 182 health. I can't help but notice that my health is far, far lower, and I disapprove greatly. Now, we're going down. Our mana regeneration is rough because of this. Wow. Okay, but we still managed to get through. That's not too bad. 302 gold there. Yeah, we're going to commit to the path we wanted originally. Oh, well, rather than I wanted originally. Right, Guarded has increased block chance and block armor. Evasive has increased dodge chance. Alright, well, let's get in there. Right, currently 8 to 10 physical damage and 11 to 14 physical damage on our attacks. If I bring up my character sheet, see on offense, attacks per second, bleed damage is 1 to 2 actually. Okay, not too bad at all. Right, okay, retaliation. 6% chance to block attacks, 10% increased attack damage. Well, I've already got one here. 10% chance to block attacks, reflect 3 physical damage to attacker when hit. I would not mind that. 8% increased maximum health, 5% increased strength. That is kind of nice. The Colossus over here. 12% to maximum health and regenerate 0.5 health per second. Ooh. And another Colossus. Plus 12 to maximum health. 6% increase to maximum health on top. I think I want to go for this because this is going to take us up to a 16% chance to block attacks. And we're going to have 10% increased attack damage. And whenever we're hit, we're going to do physical damage back. But I really do like the idea of the Colossus tree. Nevertheless, we're going to go with that one. Now, let's have a quick gander at how this looks. So, on offense, attacks percent is 0.67. Damage reflected to attacker, that's good. Physical damage reduction from armor is only 10%. Chance to block attacks is now 28%. And we'll reduce damage, incoming damage, to 50% when we do take a hit. So that's not too bad, all things considered. All things considered, I'm actually relatively okay with that. Now, in terms of our abilities, though, if we have a look at the skill book, Battle Harness, Dauntless Guard, 12% chance to block attacks, 12% increased armor, retaliation, 6% extra blocking attacks, 10% increased attack, and breakable defense. There we go. That's the one that we're getting from the synergy there. Okay, not terribly bad, all things considered. Let's move on. We've got a chest. Is it going to be a mimic? No. Oh, okay. Crown of Celestial Insight. It's an epic treasure. Plus 3 to intelligence, plus 14 to maximum energy shield. Gain 2 energy shield on spell or ability cast. Titanic Warplate. Plus 3 to strength, plus 14 to maximum health, and plus 12 to armor. And Etheric Essence Stone. Plus 3 to intelligence, 12% increased maximum mana. 60. Honestly, I am sort of tempted to go for the energy shield, but we are, of course, going to go with the Titanic Warplate. Yes, please, and thank you. So now let's have a look. Do I need to... actually, I haven't seen a paper doll for me to attach. I guess it's just equipment, and I'm wearing whatever I've got in my pack. Fair enough. Right, onwards to the shop. Ho, traveller. Pip found something shiny. Want to take a look? Sure, I do. In fact. I could pick up a potion of might. I could pick up an extra bag of dice. I could pick up some bread. I could pick up a radiant torch. Restores 25 resolve. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's 35 gold pieces as well. Right, we've got an epic mana-bound loop. 10% increased mana regeneration, plus 15 to maximum energy shield, 10 to maximum mana, 1.3 to critical strike chance. That's 98 gold. We've got 340. Assassin's Boots, plus 3 to dexterity, plus 1 to strength. Not collected yet. Oh, do I unlock collections as I go through the game? Okay, that's kind of cool. Plus 7 to armor, plus 2 to strength. That seems reasonable. Mana Crystal, plus 8 to maximum mana. We've got plus 8 to maximum health. We've got a Lifestone Shard. Swift Rapier. Adds 1 to 2 physical damage to attacks. That might not be a bad one, but I'm definitely going to pick this up. And as much as it seems like an odd one, I mean, we need the mana regardless, but so the extra regeneration is nice, but I want to see how the energy shield works. So I'll pick that up. I don't believe I've got any way of generating energy shield, though. So I'm not sure where that's going to go. Per second, 3% increase to attack speed. Yeah, grabbing that one as well. And then we're going to pick up some bread. Okay, I think that is... everything I need. Pip appreciates your business, traveller. May fortune favour you. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Alright, let's have a look. We've got 2 potions we can use now. Do I need to activate them in any way? No, I think I just have them. Alright, well that's a lot better. Lose all of it and I die. Where can I see what my regeneration is? Regardless, damage reflected, attacks per second, chance to block... 0.4 health regeneration per second. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. 32 armor now. Physical damage reduction from armor at 24%, which is very nice. Strength is 8. Very, very nice indeed. So our damage is now 10 to 13. Very, very nice. Okay, well, this is the price for going to that shop. Right, resilient buff. Takes less damage from critical strikes. Not the best thing, but okay, let me have a quick look. Yeah, it's 15. Maximum energy shield protects your health. Do I actually have a way of regenerating this, though? Or is it just, for now, simply a bonus that I have? I don't actually think I've got a way of regenerating it. But you got 271 health. I don't like that. Not even the slightest bit. Not doing bad, though, with the blocks. Wow, okay. Vulnerable debuff takes increased damage. I like it. I like it quite a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I was worrying about that for no reason. Right, Potion of Might. Uncommon. Number of uses 1. 50% increased damage. 25% to critical strike chance for 5 seconds. Alright, that's my last slot for potions, it seems. Right, this should not be too much of a problem for us. I really don't think I'm going to need it. But yeah, we don't have any way of regenerating our energy shield, so it might be nice to find some way of doing that. Just every little bit of extra buff that I can have would be greatly appreciated. Now, I think I'm going to go to an event here. Hey, Wanderer, care for a bit of extra power to fight the forces of darkness? Mysterious Alchemist. 1 potion, 2 potions, 3 potions. I've already got potions, though. Sadly. And I'm okay with it. I'm going to just have to leave. Foolishness. I literally can't take it. You said you don't trust this mysterious character on their potions. What's not trustworthy about them, my lord? Okay, so Rest Shrine. How does this work? Rest, meditate. Meditate at the campfire and gain 10 plus 10 for your maximum resolve. Forge. Upgrade a non-treasure. Non-treasure. Interesting. Rest at the campfire and restore 20% of your maximum. No, we want to forge. Okay, that's a treasure. But these are not. So, I could upgrade this further. Is this just the amount of extra... Yeah, it's the amount of extra stats that they have, I believe. So, green has 1 extra stat, blue has 2, and purple has 3. I can't upgrade that one. I'm somewhat tempted to go for the Lionheart Medallion, because what if it increases my health regen? But at the same time, I kind of want to know what happens if I upgrade an epic one. Okay, 13% increased mana regeneration. Okay, so that wasn't... it literally does just upgrade all of the stats, so maybe I should have gone with that one, actually. Oh well. Duly noted. Duly noted. I was really hoping that maybe it would give me a way of restoring my shield, though. Right, confront one of the champions of the Abyss. Very well, we shall do our best. The Dread Marshal. Your futile defiance ends here. Human. Neil, I was reading that as humany, and I was like, is this like, do I not pronounce that kind of like Romany? Humany? What are we talking here? But yeah, no. Dyslexia is one hell of a drug. Right. Executioner. Buff. Deals extra damage against low health enemies. Then let's not get low health then, shall we? Right, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on my mana through this. See if our regen is sufficient. Right, we've already brought you down over 100 points. I am ready to take care of my health at a moment's notice. Oh, wow. We are absolutely trouncing you. That being said, my mana regeneration isn't great, and once that's all gone, I'm going to be in a bit of a rough time. Oh, okay, there we are. Level up. Okay, we can get Carnage Fighter, the Gladiator, 10% increased attack speed, 12% chance to bleed. Kind of like that. We've got Gladiator over here. So, yeah, that's just a chance to bleed for the synergies. 6% damage blocked. 25% increased bleed damage. I'm not actually bleeding yet. Or Reflective Aegis from the Vanguard. This looks like a higher value one. Reflect 3 physical damage to attacker when hit. 22% increased armor on block for 7.5. This is amazing. Why would I not go for this? And the next one in Vanguard would give us restoring 2% of my max health on block. So if we can get really high max health, that gets more and more and more useful for us. Now, select a new extra ability or upgrade an old one. New ability, I think it has to be. Right. Enduring Cry. Cooldown is 10 seconds. Let out a bolstering war cry that grants additional health regeneration. Regenerate 1.2% of maximum health per second for 8 seconds. That sounds amazing. Bolster your defense, gaining Overguard equal to 8% of your maximum health. Or Guard Break. Strike a target, physical damage, reducing their chance to block attacks by 24% for 8 seconds. I think it has to be the regeneration, honestly. Yeah, I think so. I want to be enduring. Now entering the brutal grounds, or burial grounds. I imagine that was not brutal. Right, we've got a path where I could potentially up to 3 mini bosses over here. 1 chest, 1 gold. Again, no rest site until we get over there though. More XP. One shop there. We could go up and around or down here. We would avoid a lot of events though that way. There is no route that'll give me multiple chests, and this is the only route that would give me... Yeah, I'd have to skip the shop in order to go to the rest site twice. Depending on how much gold I've got at the time, I'll make that call. But I think that this is a reasonable route to go. I might even go to that shop. It all depends. Alright, up against a Necromancer. Ice Touched. Has additional cold damage to attacks and has a chance to chill on hit. Shadow Bolt. Launch a bolt of darkness, dealing 10 to 13 shadow damage. Dislike. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Wow, we had a load of extra health there. Alright, Reflective Aegis has increased my armor. Hey, you managed to do a lot of damage to me, to be fair. Right. So, we've got Colossus, Shadow Resistance and Nature Resistance over here. Champion, gain 2 Overguard on spell or ability cast. What is Overguard, though? 25% increased mana regeneration rate, or 12 to maximum health. 6% increased maximum health. I'm thinking... Well, you don't want to just be reactive on the last battle. You want to have an idea of how you've been doing overall. But I've got no defenses to nature or shadow, and that seems like that would be useful. 15% is a solid amount. But 12 maximum health and 6% increase on my maximum health, I think we need that one. Yeah, I think we're going to go in with this one instead. There we are. Right, going to skip that shop. Don't need it. And once again, facing off against another Necromancer. That should be okay. Is Overguard perhaps just extra health at the start of the battle? I'm not sure exactly. Let's see. Nope. Damage to the attacker is now 6 every time they hit me, which is beautiful. Nothing really in there. Oh, we got another potion. 40% to all resistance for 10 seconds. I would like it. Can I just nix it? Yes, I can. There we go. Okay, leave. The bread was more just an opportunity thing for me. Right. Smart shot. Maybe I should be using these because I'm wasting them at the moment. Right, Rubber gains a reanimated corpse. Cunning has increased critical strike chance and will drop more loot. Okay. Well, there's nothing I really need to worry about in terms of health here, so I'm not too concerned. I want to keep hold of this one, though. That one's a definite keep. Really. 50% increased attack speed, 20% increased cooldown recovery rate for 7.5 seconds. No, I'm going to have to leave it. Alright, so we can go with Barbarian, a Frenzy, or Spiked Aegis. Well, we want this one to take us up to 4. 6%, plus 6% damage block. Deal physical damage equal to 35% of your attack damage on a block. Wow. Okay, and this is going to restore health with each block. That makes all the sense in the universe to me. I'd like to upgrade an ability here. At this point, I want to maybe do a little bit more damage in general. Yeah. Let's take that a little bit further then. Right, let's have a look at my spells and abilities. So this has been upgraded, level 2 of 5. 20 plus 21% chance to inflict the vulnerable. And is now 12 to 15 physical damage. Infused, 20% reduced cooldown and mana cost. Nice. Okay, that is very, very good. We've still got one more spot over there. Can I drag... Oh, my lord, I wasn't even using it. It's my bad. Greatly my bad. I was wondering why it wasn't showing up at all. So I have to move these up. Unlocks at level 10. Ah, okay. Maybe that wasn't unlocked before, and that's why it was down there. Can I see my level? Yeah, level 6. So I'm not going to want a new ability for a while, though I suppose I could swap one out that isn't working well for me. That would make sense. Alright. Let's march onwards. Right, we're up against an Undertaker. You're ice-touched. Okay, ready for battle. Let's go. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to use this and bump my defenses up a little bit. Let's see how we do. Yeah, we're barely taking any kind of damage. I am a bit slower because of the ice touch, but it doesn't bother me too much. Managed to get through that without too much problem at all. Another potion of might, sure. Will they stack? Will I be that lucky? Please tell me. No, sadness. Alright then, well, we're going to the shop. Ho, traveller. The burial grounds are full of danger. Pip and I have just the thing to keep you safe. Alright then. I could pick up another bag of dice, but I'm not really using them. A radiant torch. Yeah, I'm not using that my resolve either. Okay, let's have a look through some of these. So we've got a cerulean amulet. +1 to intelligence, 5% increased attack speed, +2 to dexterity. Plus 12% lightning resistance, 3% increased cooldown recovery rate, 1.4% to critical strike chance. Plus 14 to maximum energy shield, 9% on nature resistance. 7 to armor, plus 4 to maximum mana, 10% fire resistance. Adds 1-to-1 physical damage to attacks. That 5% chance to parry attacks, plus 6% chance to bleed, and 5% increased attack speed. That one actually sounds really good. It's very expensive, but it really sounds good. Is that a treasure? No, it's just an epic item. Severed Finger. Item tier 2. 10% chance to critical strike multiplier. 18% increased mana regeneration rate. And the General's Battle Axe. 1 to 2 physical damage to attacks, 5% chance to bleed, adds 1 to 2 cold damage to attacks, plus 9% to critical strike multiplier, and plus 2 to dexterity. Finally, the Daring Buckler. Plus 11 to evasion, an extra 3% chance to block attacks, 4% chance to block attacks, and gain 2 health on block. This one is almost a given. We're going to grab this, though. I'm not entirely certain next. Right, well... the increased mana regeneration would be nice. But yeah, we're going to pick up the Daring Buckler. Having more blocks on our current build is fantastic. Can I sell anything that I currently have? Can I sell? Sadly, no. Okay. Good luck, traveller. Pip and I wish you well. Thank you very much, Pip and you. Okay, let's go and get some extra experience then. We're up against another Necromancer. Cunning, evasive, experienced. I'm immediately going to pop the Potion of Might. There we go. That was actually the better potion. I probably should have kept it. My bad. Oh well. But you are doing a decent amount of damage, to be fair. But I am absolutely annihilating you when I attack. I'm all for that. All for it. Right. I'm going to go to that rest side. I want to be able to upgrade some of my gear. We're up against an Undertaker. Flame-touched, swift, and wealthy. I approve of these qualities. Wow, you absolutely destroyed my shield there. How much? I've only got 20, I suppose. Fair enough. But yeah, you're dealing a decent chunk of damage to me. So we're far from safe. Another Potion of Might I will accept. Right, got Gladiator, Champion, and Berserker. 20% increased attack speed after inflicting a bleed. That wouldn't work with me so well. 14% increased attack damage, 6% critical strike chance, 12% increased attack damage, 10% increased cooldown recovery rate. Gain 0.8% of maximum overguard after casting a spell or ability. I just wish I knew what overguard was. Plus 20% chance to bleed, actually. So maybe Gladiator. But I'd have to invest 2 levels in this to get anything out of it right now. Let me just check. What is my chance to bleed? Chance is only 5% to bleed right now. But that would take it up to 30% once I take a second Gladiator, which is tempting. Well, maximum mana would allow me to stay in the fight for a bit longer. 12% increased attack damage is a solid increase right now. No, I'm going to go with further. I will go with it. I could have re-rolled, but I'm kind of holding on to those for now. Right then. I would like very much to forge. I can't do you because you're a treasure. Could I take this even further? I guess. Maybe because it's Mana Loop Plus. Could it become Mana Loop Plus Plus? That would be kind of awesome. 4% chance to block attacks. More health. However, I like the idea here of just having natural health regeneration per second. Let's go with the Lionheart Medallion. There we go. Oh, I really didn't take it up that much, and I didn't get any benefit to the strength. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, I might not do that in the future. That was not a good enough increase for my limited amounts of forging opportunities. But we are going to go on towards a mini-boss and see how this goes. Oh my lord. A Corpse Snatcher. Flame Touched. Collect corpse. Ability. Delay 6 seconds. Attempt to forcibly collect your target's corpse, dealing 24 to 28 nature damage, which I have no resistance to whatsoever. Ultra bad times. I am immediately going to pop a Potion of Might. I might even use 2. We seem to be holding okay for now. Whenever we block, we get a chunk of health back as well. That wasn't as rough as it could have been. Let's see what treasure awaits. Okay. Vampiric Abyssal Blade. Adds 2 to 4 shadow damage to attacks, plus 2.5% chance to critical strike, and 1.2% of attack damage is leached as health. Are we building a life leech build? I think we might be. Increase energy shield, 30% chance to block spells. Let me just check something. Do my abilities specifically only help when I block attack? Reflective Aegis. Is it only when I block attack specifically? Let me have a look at my gear. It just says block, on block, not to what I'm blocking. Interesting. Gain 2 energy shield on spell or ability cast. I kind of like getting that, though. What does intelligence actually help me with? Mana regeneration per intelligence. It's not amazing. I think ultimately it has to be Vampiric Abyssal Blade. But I was quite tempted there. Quite tempted by the crown and getting the energy shield. Oh well. Right, on to our next mini-boss. Exactly the same enemy, and so once again I'm going to just pop the Shield of Might. That way both of these manage to trigger. We can do quite a lot of damage that way. We are regenerating a goodly amount of health right now. I'm liking that. Liking that a lot. Right, how much does this need? I didn't have time to see. But I am quite concerned about my mana regen, honestly. Mage Guard. 12% chance to block spells. Restore 2% of maximum mana. Okay. Alright. 1% increase attack damage per 2% blocks chance. Alright, that's kind of good. We've got Savage Berserker. Restore 2% of maximum health after dealing a critical strike with an attack. What is our critical strike chance again? Almost 10%. Replenishing defense. Regenerate 0.4% of maximum mana per second while guarded. Okay. I'm not entirely certain about that one. I think getting up to level 6 in Vanguard would be amazing, but both of these are nice. In fact, yeah, it's too good. Savage Recovery on Berserker is just too useful for me. I think I'm going to go with that one. That's going to be our first one off the main track. I'm going to upgrade an ability as well. I could upgrade this one, our main attack. This one costs a lot of mana. I wouldn't mind seeing where that goes. Okay. Did that not level up? It does not look like it did. Oh no, it does say level 2. Oh, I guess the ability delay might have changed. 1.3% for 8 seconds. Yeah, I don't have any other particular benefits going on in there. But it is level 2 of 5. Okay, fair enough. I will take your word for it that was worth it. Of course, I'll be paying very close attention to when I'm editing this to see what I missed. Right, okay, Necromancer, not too concerned about you. And regen is active for the next 8 seconds. There we go. Health is bumping up very nicely. It's the spells, though, that I'm struggling with. Can't quite deal with those. Right, we've got 50% increased attack speed, 20% increased cooldown recovery rate. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Another mini-boss. Fresh meat for the Legion. How delightful. Okay, you've got Storm Touched, has additional lightning damage to attacks, and has a chance to shock. Not happy about that, but okay. I think I'm going to try and keep hold of these, though. We'll see how it goes. Takes increased damage, though. Don't like that, not even slightly. Good block there, though. Very nicely blocked. Need a lot more health coming my way. Okay, we should have this one in the bag. I'm not too worried about this. The evasion plus the blocks are really helping out here. Right, there we go. And we get another potion of bite. Greatly approve. Right, do we want a regular fight or an event? I think we're an event. I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. I need to get out of... Well, do we though? We're going to find a source of the shadows. You look around examining stones, trying to find any information you can. After about an hour of searching, you come to the conclusion they are, in fact, regular shadows, and you've been wasting your time. You gain 188 experience. Okay, that put me through a level up. Very nice indeed. Okay, Mage Guard, we could take that all the way up. Colossus over here, though, will give me plus 12 maximum health and an increase to our regeneration per second. 8% increased maximum health, 5% increased strength. Or 8% increased maximum health and 8% nature resistance, or 12% chance to block spells, restore 2% of maximum mana on block. I have to go for this one. It has to be. Yeah, there we go. Alright then. So we're going all the way up. And once again, I believe we are going to go for a forge. Now, I can't change... I would love it if the treasure was marked separately, because obviously I can't upgrade it, so... well, we've upgraded those two to relatively low success. Increase chance to block and gain 2 health on block, or I could go with this epic tier 2 item. Adds 1 to 2 physical damage to attacks, plus 5% bleed, 1 to 2 cold damage, 9% critical strike multiplier, and 2% dexterity. That actually was pretty nice. An extra max damage, an extra chance to bleed. Yeah, no, that was generally a fairly good upgrade for us there. Pretty happy with that. Right, onwards. Confront one of the champions of the Abyss. The Grave Warden. I guard the fallen. You shall not disturb there. I don't want to disturb them. They keep jumping out of nowhere and trying to stuff me in sacks. I'm not the one disturbing them. Shadow Touch, debuff, attacks, deal extra shadow damage, and Soul Slash. Slash at your target's soul, dealing 8 to 10 shadow damage. Not happy with either of these, honestly. Alright, I'm going to pop that, pop this. There we go. Let's just dump all of the damage we can as quickly as we can. Okay, we've gotten them well below half health, which is fantastic to see. But I am now out of mana, which isn't amazingly great. Still, I don't think we're going to have to worry about the regen there. Okay, we got a potion of mana regeneration. Okay, that's not bad. Right, we can take it up to 6. 1% of increased attack damage per 2% block chance. 20% chance to gain 24% increased attack damage when hit for 7.5 seconds. That's kind of wild. Otherwise, I mean, plus 20% chance to bleed. But that is really good. Now, we're going to have to take the revenge. So we're up to Vanguard level 6 now. And we've leveled up to level 10, so new ability time. Alright, choose an ability. Guard Break, Adrenaline Surge. Push yourself past your limits and feel the fight. Restore 10 mana. That's actually not bad. Shield Wall. Raise your shield high, blocking incoming damage. 40% chance to block attacks and 40% chance to block spells for 5 seconds. No, I would actually prefer the Adrenaline Surge myself. Oh, the Rotways. Once sacred halls of worship, now succumb to filth and rot. Let's make sure that's in there. Yep, okay, that's pretty good. Let's have a look at our current stats. So we've got a 2% chance to critical strike, 160% multiplier when we do. We have 0.79 attacks per second. Cold damage to attacks is 1 to 4. Shadow damage to attacks is 3 to 5. Percent of attack damage leached as health is 1.2%. Chance to bleed is 6%. And bleed damage is 3 to 4. Damage reflected to attacker is 6. 32 armor. Physical damage reduction from armor is 24. Evasion is 11. Not a percent, just 11. Oh, right, I see. Chance to evade attacks is 10%. Chance to block attacks is 35. Chance to block spells is 12. 56% of a reduction when we block, and 35 on parries. Health regeneration per second is 0.5, and we gain 2 health on a block. Still no resistances, and I'm getting a little bit worried about that, actually. I think we're going to have to not take the shiniest bang for buck in that moment upgrade next time we see it, and instead just knuckle down and aim for some resistance. I'm getting quite concerned. Right, 1, 2, and a shop, and 2 fires and a treasure chest if we go that route. Only one there, only one here, so I think the top route is already one out. But we could go through a couple of events over here and up, or we can go through a couple of fights and some extra gold and up. We're gonna have a shop, so getting the gold is quite nice, but I think we're gonna go at top and then move our way down. Right. Necrotic Scavenger. Touch of Rot. Attacks deal extra nature damage. Has increased dodge chance. Okay, well, I think we should be fine. We will see. Mind you, they've got 405 health, which I'm a little bit worried about. Revenge buff going on right now. They are taking bleeding damage. Yeah, they're already gone, but they took us down quite a lot. That was not a small amount of damage. Right, Ice Touched, Hearty. Steals life with attacks. Experienced. Feasts on your target, dealing 8 to 12 nature damage. Yeah. Oh, this is not great. Okay, well, let's see how it goes. I'm going to have to keep a very close watch, though, and use my potions this time, I think. Because this is a bit of a rough one. That being said, we are doing fairly solid damage. I just really need to increase my resistances. We just got a bit of regen going on. Very nice indeed. As long as we can keep the mana up so that I can use that ability frequently. Okay, not bad. Right, Potion of Regeneration. Regenerate 3% maximum health per second for 10 seconds. Yeah, I will take that. Also, I think I'm going to move my abilities around a little bit. Yeah, I want them to be used in that range, if possible. Actually, no, I want them in this route. Oh, infused. 20% reduced cooldown and mana cost. Oh, we don't want that there then. Maybe we want that one there then instead. So we've always got a regen on the go. Alright. That works for me for now. I didn't realize that. That's why I was so confused. Is I thought, oh, well, I get infused. But no, that was just in that slot. Alright. Duly noted. Right. Events or guaranteed gold? Events, I think. Let's play it risky. Taking a wrong turn once again. Okay. Well, let's investigate. Load more experience. We were rewarded. Alright. I think 12% chance to bleed, 25% increased bleed damage. Regenerate 0.4% of maximum health per second. That's really quite tempting. Or have this massive chance to cause... I think we're going to go with the bleeds. Yeah, I think that one's the way we're going to roll with that. Prepare for battle. Okay, so we can just have random fights in them. Vampiric Touch steals life and Touch of Rot. Let's go. Now, we will always cast Regeneration when we're able to, which I'm very much okay with. So the reason for doing it this way is that A, that costs me less to maintain, but also B, if two abilities come off cooldown at the same time, then the rightmost will get used first. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. We will take you. That being said, no, I think we need to have an attack spell there. I need something that can consistently do damage for only a little bit of mana, where possible. Until we've got much better mana regeneration. An ominous chest. It could contain treasure, but it could also be trapped. Thoroughly search the chest. Open the chest cautiously. Ignore the chest. Take your time to thoroughly search the chest for any hidden compartments that may be hiding more treasure. However, it may set off some traps within the chest. We'll just open it cautiously. You take your time and slowly open the chest, deftly avoiding any traps or other surprises. Once the chest is opened, you find it empty, as you realize the chest wasn't trapped at all. Oh. Alas. Way to rub my face in it. Right. Flame Touch and Touch of Rot. Once again, not too concerned about this one. I think the main thing of having a weapon over here, a weapon skill, is the massive reduction on cooldown. I think that matters more for me, especially with a build that has some vampirism to it. Alright, you've got Resilient as well as Evasive. Actually, much easier for us to deal with than the alternatives. Also, I need to be in mind to re-roll my dice sometimes, if I don't like the outcome. Yeah, no, that one was much better. Less things we had to try and resist there. Right, let's have a look then. A Blighted Monstrosity. Rot-touched, storm-touched, huge amounts of health. And Plague Cloud. Infest your target, dealing 8 to 9 nature damage per second for 3 seconds. Ultra disapprove. I think I'm just going to activate this. And I might pop a regeneration potion as well if I need to. Yeah, I very much dislike all of the dots you're putting on me. Crazy dislike it, in fact. We'll see where we go, but no, I'm going to pop the other one as well. Let's get even more regeneration going, because we're basically just holding steady right now, but... well, not even that, but oof. That was rough. That was rough. Right. 2% increased attack speed, 5% increased critical strike. Restore 2.5% of maximum mana after dealing a critical strike with an attack. Or we'll go with Gladiator, 10% increased attack speed, 12% chance to bleed. What is our chance to bleed right now? Let's see. Chance to bleed is 38%, which is quite nice. Or Juggernaut. Plus 18 to armor, plus 16 to percent increased armor. Well, if we continue down the Gladiator route, 12% chance to block attacks and 18% increased attack speed after inflicting a bleed for 6 seconds. We're almost getting up to the point of like 50% chance to bleed now. Or we can definitely get a plus 12% increased attack speed and plus 5% increased critical strike chance. It would still be fairly low, though. It would only be, you know, creeping up towards 15%. So I'm not entirely sure that's the right one for us. I think instead we're going to go with Carnage Fighter. Right. I don't believe I've got room for a new ability for a while, so we're going to upgrade one instead. And we are going to go with... I could take Devastate a little bit further. Well, Sunder is currently level 3 of 5. Devastate might be a decent one. I think we're going to go with Devastate. Sure. Let's have a look at how that's changed things up for us. Oh, it's showing me... Right. I was wondering, why have all my abilities upgraded? Was it just perhaps I didn't notice that when we crossed the threshold of this new area, they all got a upgrade? But it was telling me what it would become, not what it is. Right. Okay. Duly noted. It took me long enough to notice that, my lord. The Fate Weaver. Step forth, mortal, and claim fate something something. Okay. Wow. A small amount of reroll dice. A fair amount of reroll dice. A lot of reroll dice. A chance to get on the good side of fate. I'll take as many as you can give me. Sure, I'll spend 10 resolve to get a few dice. Good luck, mortal. Alright. 2 reroll dice. Not that I've used them at all so far. But maybe this is where we do. Oh. Legendary. All of them are treasures. So, adds 1 to 10 lightning damage to attacks, 35% lightning resistance, 1% increased lightning damage per 2% lightning resistance. Become the approaching storm. Molten Heart, 10% increased fire damage, plus 35 to maximum health. Gain added fire attack damage equal to 1.5% of maximum health. Okay, that's kind of nice. Because that's going to just continue to scale, because that one is what it is. Or the Forge Master's Flame. Add 4 to 6 fire damage to attacks, 35% fire resistance, 1% increased fire damage per 2% fire resistance. There are few flames hotter than vengeance. Set your heart aflame and become the hero. Well, I'm going to be continually increasing my maximum health. Whereas I'm assuming fire resistance is going to have a fairly aggressive cap to it. But I don't do any fire damage currently. I don't believe. Yeah, so this wouldn't actually give me any fire damage, just give me health. I think I'm going to go with the... Well, I could reroll. Actually, sure. Let's reroll. Molten Heart. Are these uniques? Because that looks like exactly the same thing. Blade of the Storm. Yeah, exactly the same. The Forge Master's Hammer. Plus 5 to strength. Gain 20% physical damage as extra fire damage. 1% increased fire damage per strength. I mean, let's have a look at our strength presently. Sure. Okay, we'll take that one. I actually think the first one we had was the better one, but it's fine. Fire damage to attacks is 5.9. That isn't terrible. We're up to 50% chance to bleed now. Which is very, very nice indeed. And we can go to a rest site. We are going to Forge. I can't upgrade you. Terribly sad. Or you. Also terribly sad. I could take you a little bit further. I could increase my strength perhaps with the Eventail helmet. But no, I think we're going to increase the Daring Buckler or the General's Battle Axe. I think it's going to be the Daring Buckler. 3 health on block, plus 5% chance to block attacks, 4% chance to block attacks, plus 14 evasion. Yeah, well, that was a decent upgrade, I think. Right, onwards to the next mini-boss. A Blighted Monstrosity. Plague eats all. Have you been talking with Papa Nurgle again? You guys. I've got no potions, unfortunately, so it's going to be all down to our just raw abilities at this point, and possibly juggling these abilities. I'm already down past half health, which is very worrisome. I'm going to turn that off for now. Can I toggle it? No? Oh my god, we were close. Way too close. Shop! Ho, traveller! What curiosities do you seek today? Oh, things that make me less likely to die. Mostly. Potion of might, sure. Potion of resistance, sure. And better attack speed, absolutely. Or maybe bread might be better. We'll see. Let's have a look over here. Got Arcanist Flame Sword, adds 2 to 3 fire damage to attacks. Take 10% less damage from critical strikes. Reflect 3 physical damage when attacker hits. We've got 1,000 gold. I could probably pick up quite a lot of these. Plus more strength, nature resistance. Wouldn't mind. We're going to have to take that down here. 4% increased cooldown recovery rate. 13 nature resistance, 12 cold resistance. Absolutely taking this as well. 11 to maximum health. Fire resistance. Lightning resistance. Well, I'm just taking the resistances now. I just flat out need them. Reflect 3 physical damage when attackers hit. Yes. 8% cold resistance. Sure. Honestly, at this point, we've saved up so much cash. I could pretty much take everything. Can I use this? Not that I would need it. It's a little bit more than I would need, actually. So I'm going to grab it. Well, I might want to grab it anyway. Sure, I may as well just grab... Can I just use that? No, can't. Can't hold any more. It's not... It's a... Am I just going to gobble down... Okay, that is a very, very literal interpretation of... bringing light to the darkness. I don't approve. I am not a torch gobbler. Thank you very much. Which way do I want to go? I would like to try out an event, actually. A divine shrine. Perhaps it could bestow me. I could get recovery. Ignore the shrine. Pray for resistance. Pray for power. I think recovery has to be it. Regeneration for the next 3 combats. Alright, I am on board with this. Oh, my bad. I meant to go over here. Thank goodness we can't skip one. Oh, really? Did that count? I'm not okay with that. Upgrade non-treasure item, increasing its stats by 30%. Okay, well, which ones do we want to increase? Which one has the best resistances? This one. Let's go for the Verdant Ring. There we go. Now, let's have a look at my resistances at present. 8% fire, 24 cold, 10 lightning, 31% nature, and no shadow resistance presently, but, you know, that's okay. We're working up to it. Oh, here we are, maximum overguard. Protects both your health and energy shield. Has a maximum capacity equal to your maximum health plus energy shield. Oh, okay. So that's what I'm going to want to build up to. Right. The endless rot plagued and defiled these halls. We drove out the cultists. You'll be no different. Okay. I mean, you know, it sounds like we're on the same side, actually, but... Aspect of Nightmare. Has increased armor and increased resistance. Attacks deal extra nature damage and increased chance to poison. And Spreading Plague. Spread Plague to your target, dealing 14 to 16 nature damage per second for 3 seconds. Dislike all of these things. I'm going to use... Well, you're probably going to get that ability, so I'm going to pop that before you do anything crazy. I'm going to use the Potion of Might as well. Let's just really lay in. And, sure, increased attack speed. I should have used that while the Potion of Might was active. That was very silly of me. I should have used those two in combination. But we have managed to bring down the Blight Cultist down below 50%. Honestly, it's kind of wild that I have more trouble with the mini-bosses than I do with the bosses. But then again, I do kind of just alpha down all of my potions the second I'm in a main boss fight. So maybe that has a little bit to do with it. Alright, there we go. Against all odds, almost all of them are juggernauts. 35% chance to gain 2% increased armor when hit for 25 seconds, stacking up to 20... Wow. Okay. 32% increased armor while below 50% health. Or restore 2.5% of maximum mana after dealing critical strike with an attack. This is the best one, but I'm actually going to reroll. Ugh, that's not great. Champion regenerates 0.4% of maximum mana per second while guarded. Increase attack speed. Ooh. That's not great, but it would give me the regenerate 0.5 health per second, and would give me shadow and nature resistance. And it's not amazing, but yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I need to pick up those the resistances. The halls of rebirth, a profane hall of worship where something. Right, can't get both of those on a path. Can get you two. Now, if we go down this route, we've got a shop early, but don't need a shop early. We could skip. I've got another shop there, but we would get some gold there, possibly 2 events. If I go up that route, I have to. I have to skip the shop, and this route is the one I want to go through. So what I'm thinking is, we'll see if there's something useful in this shop. Might not be, but it doesn't really matter too much if there isn't. Hit you. Oh, actually, I guess I could get up there. There's more experience on this route, though, so I'm more inclined towards the experience rather than the gold. That being said, I'd have 2 golds before a shop on this one. And I'd get an extra opportunity to upgrade my gear. There's a shop down there. The extra opportunity to upgrade my gear is very nice. But is the experience more important to me right now? We unlocked that at level 16. What level are we currently? We are presently level 13. It's possible. Okay, we're going to go down the southern route. Prepare for battle. All right, against the Penitent Shambler. All right. You've got Spiked Carapace, reflects damage back to attackers. Attacks have a chance to inflict bleeding. I really don't like the idea of fighting someone who reflects damage. What a horrible ability. So cowardly. Who would ever do such a thing? Yeah, I'm destroying myself on your arm. That sucks. I think this was like a hard counter for my build. Alas. Oh my god, we won! I did not expect that. I saw my life flashing before my eyes. Okay, I could use to upgrade my items. I will use all of my resolve on this one. 3 item upgrades. Alright. Upgrade 3 item attempts. Oh, did that... did it just randomly pick things to upgrade? It looks like it did. So... Oh, it upgraded this. So, oh, that's a kind of sad. It's all random. 2.1% into critical strike chance. Plus 3 intelligence, plus 13 lightning resistance. 13% less damage from critical strikes. Reflect 4 damage to enemy attackers. And... a little bit more nature resistance. Oh, no, sorry. More strength and some extra armor. Okay. Well, that isn't the worst, certainly. Not again. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I thought we were doomed. Ice Touched, Swift, Cunning, Storm Touched, and Wealthy. Alright, let's see how this goes. I really need to get my block up more. Everything kind of relies on block, but I think... Yeah, no, I just killed myself on them. What? Do I just lose a resolve when that happens? Oh. Guarded, Vampiric Touch, and Bloodied Strike. Interesting. Is that also the way it works when you're fighting against... Okay, so Resolve has much more use than I realized. But is this also something that functions the same against mini-bosses? Wow, I honestly thought we were just going to lose there. I was a little bit worried about the scaling, but if Resolve can allow us to tank losses... That's kind of massive. 25% chance to gain, plus 6% critical strike chance, and 18% increased attack damage on hit for 7 seconds. This would take us up to the 12% increased attack speed and plus 5% critical strike chance. Though this one's actually quite nice. And I think I want to start building into the Overguard. So yeah, we're going to take Champion there. I am far from being able to upgrade my stuff just yet, so... Sunder could go up to 20 to 28 damage, but I think it has to be my main attack. 29 to 40 physical damage, let's go with it. Okay, but that is very interesting. I'm going to need to take more opportunities to increase my resolve then. Wow, you got a lot of things. Vampiric Touch, Touch of Rot, Guarded, Bloodied Strikes, and Wealthy. Alright, let's see what you can do. A lot of damage, apparently. An awful lot of damage. I'm not even through their shield yet. That is quite unfortunate, I must say. Can I disable these? No, I can't. Come on, please use the restore. Be alive. No, we're so close. Okay, that was rough. So we lost that fight. Oh, we don't get the chance to get the gold now. Okay, well, let's see what we can buy over here. First and foremost, I need that to restore my resolve. Can I use it straight away? Yes, okay, there we go. I do not have much. 7% shadow resistance, 10% reduced fear duration, lightning resistance, 8% to elemental resistances, plus 11 max mana, cooldown recovery, maximum energy shield, lightning damage to attacks, plus max mana, plus some more physical damage, 9% chance to block attacks, 6% reduced damage taken from bleeding, might be necessary. More fire damage, physical damage, and maximum mana. What is our current chance to block? Not high enough at all. Need that super high. I've been putting all of this effort into getting my blocks really good, but not increasing the chance of me blocking. Maximum mana. I'll bring a mana potion, sure. And regeneration potion. And... sure, grab that one as well. That leaves me with 215. Not quite enough to get the Arcanist Flame Sword. But I could reduce the damage I take from bleed. Or increase all of my resistances. I think it has to be the reduced chance for bleed. Could increase my energy shield, but I'm not sure that's really going to help me out too much. I can't grab you anymore, sadly. So we're going to grab you instead. There we go. Alright then, let's leave. Stay safe and remember, something, something, something. I've got more wares if you need them. Do you have wares if I have coin? Okay, so you've got Bloodied Strikes. Let me see a way reduction to bleed, reduce extra crit damage taken. Physical damage from armor. Will it be in here, perhaps? Increase cooldown recovery. Nope, nothing in there. Did I not pick that up? No, I did. I guess it's just... assumes you'll remember that one. Unless I've completely read past it, which is always a possibility. Alright, though. Let's get into this fight, then. Now... let's go with Potion of Might. Let's deal this quickly and grab a regeneration as well. There we go. We don't want to mess around anymore. Right, I'm going to need to restore my resolve. Go. I'd like to do other things, but obviously can't really. Now I'm locked in against a mini-boss, and in here, this is rough. Alright, you've got Bloodied Strikes, Ice Touched, and Regeneration. I'm possibly going to use that quickly. We'll see. Need those blocks to happen a lot more aggressively. I'm going to use that now so that I've definitely got the mana when the time comes. Nope, and I'm gone. Might have wanted to hold off on that, maybe, just to see if I could get through it. Right, okay, 15% increased maximum mana, gain maximum health equal to 25% of maximum mana, plus 4 maximum mana per 1 intelligence, or as 3 to 6 physical damage per attack, 1% increased attack speed per 2 strength, plus 2.5% chance to stun, 10% increased fire damage, 35 to maximum health Gain added fire attack equal to 1.5 maximum health. I would love if the Maniforged Heart here was actual armor, but alas, no. Gonna go with the stun chance. Now at this point, I actually have to start thinking I'm gonna need the 2 rest sites, and we'll just see if we can get through this. Oh, Traveller, twisted experiments everywhere. Pip's fur is on end. How about some protective charms? Well, let's find out. Right, 7 armor, 13 evasion. I've got not enough to grab that, unfortunately. 12% less damage from critical strikes. 20% increased mana regeneration. 14 to armor, lightning resistance. 8% chance to block attacks. That might be what we go for. Alternatively, I could restore 25 resolve. Right, ooh. No, I'm going to have to go for the block. It has to be. That is super valuable now, and I understand why. Pip says thank you. Well, I'm very glad that... very glad to have helped, Pip. Right, do we want to increase stat or... No, we have to rest. Let's get that rest in early. Right, what are the odds? Executioner deals extra damage against low health targets. That's unfortunate. Increased maximum health. Attacks have a chance to inflict bleeding. And let's go. Got no potions to use here. And no potions against the main boss either, which is kind of bad, but it is what it is. Right, hopefully our blocks are going to be significantly faster, and that stun will occasionally slow our enemies down a little bit. There we go, we got a little bit more regeneration. No, we just weren't quite there, though we did a lot better against that one, I will say. Right, there's nothing more that we can do, we just have to hope. At this point, there's no further... input that we can have in these fights. It's just a matter of whether we are good enough to get through them or not without burning through all of our resolve. But honestly, it looks like, no, once again, it's just, we're on the lose trail now. And so ends your tragic tale. We didn't even get to the third boss. Wah, wah. Well, actually, fourth boss. Oh, I suppose that isn't so bad, considering the next floor is the last one. Back to the main menu. How long have we been going for? I guess that's a decent length for a first days video. I'm sorry we couldn't come away with a win, but I actually had an immense amount of fun playing through this. Granted, this last floor, the difficulty really bumped up. A better understanding of the mechanics, and I'm sure we would have been able to push it a little bit further. Honestly, through most of it, I didn't really appreciate how valuable the resolve was, and I think what I might have done is use those early rest sites to increase my maximum resolve, so that gaining 20% of my maximum resolve was more resolve overall. Additionally, I probably would have been a little bit more picky about certain events. Certainly, there's the random upgrades for such a hefty amount of resolve, basically a whole fight's worth of resolve, when it was just going to be distributed randomly across my gear, wasn't a good deal. I think I would have changed that one up a little bit as well. But overall, I really, really enjoyed this, and I will probably be playing this plenty off camera. If you enjoyed it, you can check out the links down below to find where you can pick this up for yourself. And remember that currently it is on a 15% discount on Steam. But that is going to be it from me and from Dungeon Exiles for now. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.